Here we go. If my camera stays still. Hey friends, my name is Cynthia Sierra and welcome to my channel. I apologize that the lighting may be a little bit off, but as a working mom and a homeschooling parent and doing a million and one things, you have to record videos whenever you get the chance. I really want to welcome you guys. The title of today is Love Them Well. So I feel like we sometimes overuse the phrase love. And I've said it in other videos before, but I honestly feel like we say, I love my car, and oh my gosh, I love my job, and I love these shoes, and I love chocolate, and I love, 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 love. And so when we start kind of overusing it, doesn't really hold the same weight as it would usually, right? I mean, how many times do we say, I love you to my spouse, just not even thinking about it, just because it's just what we do? We need to give love, but not only give it, it's an action, but also to show it, right? If I tell my husband that I love him and I'm constantly hitting him over the head, but I say I love you, does that really mean that I love him? Probably not. And the same thing goes with our kids. If we're constantly telling them I love you, I love you, I love you, but we're not really showing it, are we really demonstrating the true meaning of love towards our kids? A lot of us may think that the opposite of love may be hate, and that is not very true. The opposite of love is actually fear. Sometimes we just want to be perfect parents because we fear that our kids are going to be turning out like something else. We fear that we'll be like our parents, and we fear that we may even lose control of our kids. And then there are other times that we may feel we may just be bad parents. So that kind of unmotivates us, and our kids definitely see that in us. So when your child does something wrong, how do you react? Now, sometimes we react before we actually think, but we need to reverse that. And instead of acting on our impulses, actually stop, think about what your child has done, and think rationally about the best way it is to handle that situation. Sometimes it may be a little bit of physical motivation. Other times it may be just talking. Maybe depending on the age of your child, can be a timeout. Maybe writing a letter as to why they think they did that wrong. And other times it's just honestly having a serious talk and praying about it at the end. And let me tell you that I have used one or all of those options at one point or another with my child. And the reality is that sometimes one method works and then another time it doesn't. So there is no routine or guideline or schedule on what I'm going to do with my child depending on the situation. It's different every single day. But to be very honest with you guys, when I discipline my child, it honestly makes me remember, not all the times, but I should be remembering how Jesus deals with us as sinners. How the shepherd dealt with the sheep that got lost. Once he found that sheep, he was so happy that he was able to find it, that he grabbed it and he put it on his shoulders. Now, how many times does our child do something wrong? Or perfect example, my son, sometimes he caught on very quickly that this was not the thing to do. He would hide between the clothes at the store. And I'm sure your kids will probably have done this. If they didn't, they're perfect kids. But my kid used to do this. And I would ask him, Azariah, where are you? Where are you? And there was times where I just, I couldn't find him. And then when he came towards me, I sometimes did not think about what I did. And I kind of gave him a little spanking. What if I treated him like Jesus treats me as a sinner when I keep doing the same sin over and over and over and over? He doesn't scold me. He doesn't yell at me. He doesn't try to speak over me or be louder than me. He tells me, child, you have done something wrong. Let me tell you why you've done something wrong. And then we can go ahead and mediate the situation and move forward. The point that I'm trying to tell you guys is when your child does something like that, when they do run away from you or when they do something they're not supposed to, instead of us going to our go-tos, which is yelling and punishing and consequences and that's all great. I mean, we have a consequence for being sinners. But what about showing them that love? Showing them that we too make mistakes sometimes, that it's okay, that we still love them, and then we can go ahead and share those consequences with them. What do you think would happen if we were able to show them love in our consequence giving, in our punishment towards them? I feel that sometimes kids may be more open to coming to their parent. My video just cut off again, so we're going to continue. I feel that a child who has love, who has shown forgiveness and mercy and grace and understanding and has the ability to share their feelings and their thoughts on the situation, I feel like that child is more open to coming to you when they have a difficult situation, when they have a situation where they're not sure what to do, when they've done something wrong. God forbid my son does something wrong and he feels that he cannot come to me to talk to me about what is wrong because he feels that I'm going to scold him, that I'm going to judge him, that I'm going to yell at him, that I'm immediately just going to cut him off and give him consequences. But rather, if I show him love and show him acceptance and show him, yes, you've done this wrong. I love you, but this is what we need to do to work on it. I feel like that would be so much better, not only for yourself, but also for your child. And again, going to the beginning of the video, not just saying I love you, but actually modeling that love towards them. And I can guarantee that you're going to see how it changes your family. And I'm going to add on here, not only love, but also pray. Pray for you, pray for patience, pray for kindness, pray for goodness, pray for love. And so something for us to reflect on today. How many times do you guys use the word love or show the action verb love in your home? Taking a step back and really looking at it from a third person perspective. Do you see love in your family? Do you feel that your kids feel that love in your family? And then lastly, do your works and your actions really affect the words that you say? So that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give this baby a thumbs up and make sure that you go ahead and you share. Comment below if there's something new that you guys learned, or if you want to share something with me. I would love to learn because I am not a perfect parent. And again, thank you so much for the love, for the support, for just the motivation that you guys give me every single day. You know, sometimes it's hard to be a Christian YouTuber, but when I see that there are comments that people really are listening to what I have to say, that they're sharing it, that they're just inspired by the word of God, is way more rewarding. That's all I have for you guys today. Till the next time.